Amy, what are we talking
Yeah.
about today?
We're talking about Area 51 and aliens and spy planes and government conspiracy cover ups and live aliens walking the earth at Area 51. All of that. That's what we're talking about. All of
Let's
those things.
go.
It's still us, Mo and Amy from the Flippin' Fantastic podcast. This is just our behind the scenes where we talk about everything and anything except reselling. Make sure you subscribe and take a listen. Bye.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Everybody knows Area 51, right? Desert
Yep.
in, I want to say I'm trying to think what year it was. Hold on. Oh
In the
my goodness.
50s?
I'm out of it today. I think it was 2013. It was
Oh, yeah.
officially acknowledged its existence, although
Yeah.
everybody knew it was there.
Mhm.
But everything that was declassified or told or whatever was about just that it was where they test all their, you know, high tech advanced aircraft. Like the
Yeah.
U 2 bomber was there. What's this other one? The A-12 Oxcart reconnaissance planes, other
Oh.
stuff like that.
The SR
But
71
yeah.
too. That was one of them. What was that? Blackbird or whatever. It
Hmm.
just all. I think it was just literally like all the stealth technology was happening there supposedly.
Yes. Hmm.
Yeah, and I guess yeah, and then it changed. And then it
Well, it all
changed.
started with, Roswell, I guess that, the crash that was said was a weather balloon, but nobody believes that. And I'm foggy this morning. It's gonna be a lot of cut and pasting. You go. I don't remember what I was saying.
Oh no! Well, what? No, wasn't it what? Wasn't it a couple that like saw like an alien craft crash, or is that a different story? Did people see that? There's
People
so
saw a
many,
crash.
and supposedly there was live aliens
Yes.
were
And
there,
so
right?
yeah, and supposedly, Area 51, it's near there, I guess, or, in the same
Uh huh.
area kind of.
Yeah.
And people say that was taken there. Whether it was or not, we don't know.
The live beings and all of the parts, all of the like plane parts, the
Yeah.
craft, so they
Right.
could
Yeah,
supposedly so
weird.
they could like work like re-engineer the plane to
Right.
see how it works.
Weird. Yes, exactly. How the
Hmm.
propulsion systems work, how this now I mean, it's kind of between Roswell and the area around Area 51 because it's, top secret, can't really get near. And if you
Hmm.
start driving close, everybody says that, the black SUVs come up on you
Yeah.
and they tell you to get out.
Beat it. Beat it, buddies.
Yep. But it's kind of like a pilgrimage site for people, you know? They're gonna
Yeah.
go to these places. Now we know that Area 51 tests all those high-tech planes and aircraft and everything. There was a guy, have you heard of Bob Lazar?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So he says it wasn't actually he came out in the 80s, I think like 1989, and started telling about that he worked at a facility, but it wasn't Area 51. It's
Hmm.
south of Area 51.
Wasn't
Area
the it like
51, I think, is officially called like Groom Lake. I forget exactly what it's called.
hmm?
Homey Airport is there. Lake is
Why?
just a dry lake, huh?
Oh, I don't know why. Like, it was like Area 4. I don't know why that sticks out in my head. Like, is that
S4
where?
is where Bob Lazar was.
Oh,
S4
okay.
facility,
Oh, okay. That's why it
just
stuck out in
south of
my head.
Area 51. And he says that's actually where all the alien tech and research is done, and that he worked there to not re-engineer,
Reverse.
reverse engineer. Yeah, thank
Uh
you.
huh.
Um,
The propulsion
the
and stuff.
stuff, yeah. But
Hmm.
I mean, he stuck to his story. And if you look at he's somebody we could get into more later. He
Oh my
stuck to his
gosh.
story.
Yeah.
He claims to have all this education. I mean, and I don't think there's any doubt that he wasn't a smart guy. He claims to have all this education.
Yeah, like MIT, like stuff like that, right?
Yes,
Didn't
but
he
there's no
go?
records of him anywhere.
Well, wasn't that like debunked? Didn't he? Was it? Weren't they talking about that on Joe Rogan at
I
one
don't
point?
remember.
Say, like them saying that there's photos and stuff. I don't know. That's just kind of what I remember
I
hearing.
mean, maybe there is. I mean, maybe there is because he insisted that he had these education, but there was no like
Like,
supposedly there was no record of him. Like, was he wiped because he wasn't supposed to talk? You know. But yeah, he said he was reverse engineering the stuff there. So there's lots of stuff you can look up about Bob Lazar.
yeah,
It's pretty interesting. He's an interesting guy.
yeah, and he was the one that like discovered that element 115 that was like used by these
Yes.
alien crafts or
Hmm.
something, but it's like super unstable and like it soon as it like comes into existence, it just like the half
Right. It
life, it like
it
disappears or whatever.
disappeared. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
and he had been talking about that. He had been talking about that element 115 before it became an element on the periodic table. So
Right.
they tried to
Exactly.
say he was quack, like pretty much,
Hmm.
right? But
Yeah.
then, oh, now it's in your science periodic
Right.
table.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, Moscovium or something like that. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I think so.
that's
Yeah.
pretty interesting.
It is pretty interesting, and well, basically, anybody official would say he's a quack, and so they just dismissed him as
Right.
cuckoo. But
Hmm.
he had, like I said, I don't think his story really changed. Like
No, I don't think
uh,
so either.
he didn't come off as your like normal crackpot.
Right.
And
Right.
like I said,
Yeah,
there's no doubt that dude was a very smart guy.
because I'm not over here creating like false elements and going, oh yeah, there's no another element. It's 155. I've discovered it, and
Right, exactly.
yeah, no, that's not happening. So yeah, and it's supposed to be like a gravity defying property, right? This Moscovium, and that's what these
Yes, like some
planes
sort of
are not planes.
anti-gravity propulsion system,
Yeah.
yeah.
So maybe we have traces of that element on Earth from past, like space, crafts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe and it's supposed to be it's a, when it is stable, it's a solid form. So it's not like a liquid or a gas, which is kind of interesting too. Like, what if it's like what I have so many thoughts. My ADHD brain wants to know, like, well, what does it look like when you have it tangible? If it's a solid, if it's technically a solid, like how tiny is it? I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
who knows? I don't
I have
know. Yeah.
thoughts. I don't know. That's a whole nother deep dive, but right? I don't know.
It
So
it
what kind of cool?
absolutely it it absolutely is. The other
Hmm.
thing that I think is fascinating, and like this is like from Roswell and other places, there's lots of you can look up. There's lots of people that said they have seen, they have come in contact with, or they have this metal that came off of these crash sites
Hmm.
that like you can almost like if it crumples then it snaps, like it goes back to its form. It's just something people have never seen before.
Really? Almost like it's a
Hmm.
hologram? Like you touch it and it kind of disappears and then it comes back?
Not a hologram. It's like some sort of like it's got like some sort of memory. Like it crumpled up
Oh.
and then it
Kind
goes back to its form.
Kind of like when you were little and you would play with cornstarch and water and it would be like a solid and a liquid. You remember that? Like you
Yeah, I
could like
guess kind of, yeah. But it's like
it
it's just like it's got some sort of memory. Like if it's like a big square, but you can crumple it up, but it'll
wow.
go back to the square.
Wow. And that was when? When did people say that?
Oh,
They
there's lots of stories of people saying they've seen this, that's supposed to be pieces recovered from alien crash sites.
were these
They've come
like
in contact, someone's shown it to them,
oh,
that's supposedly what was at Roswell, I think, and they did that one guy dirty at Roswell, the
which
the
one?
military guy, I can't remember his name. that said, he was in the paper. It was like, we have some sort of like, it was UFO. We don't know what it is, blah, blah, blah. And the
Uh-huh.
next day he has to turn around and say
Oh,
it's a weather balloon, you
yeah, I
know?
see. Yeah. Like, oh, you can't say that. Oops, my mistake.
Exactly.
Oh man. Yeah, that's not no. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah.
So you sent me this picture.
Oh, this is like current stuff too.
Hmm.
This is the area that's a picture of Nevada, but there's Area 51 like on the on the east side of it. And then like I think it's like 30 to 50 miles away. I could be wrong. But like in July, there was a fire right outside of Area 51. It's called the Gothic Fire, which I thought
Hmm.
was kind of like ironic. They're saying that it was an electrical fire, or not an electrical. Well, yeah, like a lightning fire. But it's like burned. The last I saw was like 35,000 acres.
Wow.
But they're saying, of course, like there's conspiracies that are saying that it's kind of like a distraction for either they're like burning like some alien ship debris or something,
Yeah.
or they're it's like a distraction from like look over here so you're not looking at what's going on at Area 51. Like maybe they got
Right.
some stuff going on.
Well, and I guess that's like, like Bob Lazar, like what he would say. He's like, Area 51 is I don't know if it's a distraction, but people are distracted by it because it's
Hmm.
so top secret, when what's really happening is just south of there, which is
Oh
where
yeah,
the
yeah,
real
yeah.
stuff was happening, or the real
Right.
alien stuff's. Not that there's not anything happening at Area 51. There
Hmm.
is classified stuff happening there, but
Right.
it's a distraction from the S4 facility that's just south of there, that's actually housing the alien tech and the ships and the bodies and who knows what else.
And I'm sure there's tunnels that go from S4 to Area 51 too.
Hmm.
I saw some other stuff that was talking about like the Cheyenne Mountain is like completely hollowed out, and that's where they've got like all of this underground.
Where's
Like,
the Cheyenne Mountain?
it must be near there. I'm not sure, but they were talking about like that's another place that they've
It's
got
not
stuff.
Wyoming.
That's what I thought, because I thought, oh, that's isn't that the capital of Wyoming, Cheyenne? I
Cheyenne
don't know.
Mountain's in Colorado.
Oh, it is. Maybe it's
Yeah.
all just like in the same vicinity. But I was just
Oh,
like,
wait,
oh,
there is. Yeah, I was thinking like War Games, because do you remember that movie War Games? Did you ever
was that the
watch
one
it?
with Matthew Broderick? Matthew
Matthew
Broderick in that?
Broderick, right.
Oh,
Do
okay.
you want to play a game?
Oh my god.
And they were
It
like
never.
basically in a mountain facility, but there is a mountain facility there. There is a Cheyenne Mountain Complex, underground military facility built during the Cold War.
Oh, okay. So that it
And
okay.
NORAD and all that. Yeah. I mean, I
Right.
think that's what they were trying to, I think that's what it was supposed to be in War Games, was that.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah. That's I don't know. But and then they said they've seen like, alien craft like, flying to Area 51, and then they disappear because of what they're going under some lakes or something, and like going in, going in the water and then going into some like things or whatever, or going into like the sides of the mountain, or I have no idea.
Well,
It's all crazy.
off
Well,
on a
what?
tangent, but
What?
Skinwalker Ranch, if you watch that show, I mean, they have video of things going in and out of the plateau.
You're right. Yeah, that's true. Which is like that whole like vortex of it's like
Hmm.
a like I don't know if the word is like a wormhole, but it's like a gateway to like a different dimension or something,
Right.
which is yeah, Skinwalker Ranch is crazy, especially if you're reading it. If you're reading the book, it is I mean, if you have like a good like an eye when you're reading, like oh my
Yeah.
god, it's so like vivid when I was reading compared to like the TV show. It's insane. But yeah, it's a whole nother one.
The TV show I love is very nerdy and sciency. You know what I mean? Because they're like,
Right.
which is I appreciate, because they're actually trying to collect data like of what's going on so that they
Exactly.
can show that something is going on there.
Mhm.
This isn't normal,
Mhm.
but they do get some good footage of some UFOs.
Oh, yeah. When and then well, yeah, that's a whole nother one, but, yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it's all kind of similar, you know? I
Mhm.
don't know. I wonder if they're gonna do a Storm Skinwalker Ranch, kinda like they did a Storm, Storm Area 51. They've got, like, that
I don't
Netflix
wanna storm
documentary.
Skinwalker Ranch because what if there is an actual Skinwalker? No,
Oh,
thank you.
yeah. And that Storm Area 51 thing it was a bust. Like, I don't even think there was, like, 100 people that showed up
Uh,
to that
I re
actual thing.
I remember the buildup, I was like, "Oh, people are gonna do this, people are gonna do this," and then it fizzled out, and it was
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, the, like, very end of that, like, documentary or whatever, it was all, like, spoofy, but they showed the gates, and then they showed the guards on the outside, and then they showed, like, the protesters that were gonna storm it, and
Mhm.
it was so played. It was like they're standing there, and they're doing a countdown, and they're like, 3, 2, 1, and then they run up to the guards, and then they stop and laugh, and that was it. That was the whole buildup was for that. I was just like, oh my gosh. Could you imagine?
Weirdos. There's always the real like, that's the thing. That's what like, most of the public's gonna see that or watch that train wreck documentary,
Mm,
or you see what's in the news. Look at all these dirty hippies that are in the no
yeah.
offense to dirt yeah, but, just look at these weirdos in the middle of the desert, think they're gonna storm a military facility. Oh, UFO people are crazy, But, like, those aren't you gotta look and find the actual people, reporting and talking about and, backing it up with some facts. It's out there. It's out there.
Mhm. It is, for sure. It's for sure. I can't imagine doing a storming area or I can't imagine doing a storming, Skinwalker Ranch because I would be afraid to get, like, radiation poisoning and stuff, kinda like that Travis guy did. When or was it Travis that had it on his hand? Was it Travis?
I
The
can't remember if Travis the other guy, was it Eric? I think he felt sick at one point
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, he had to, like, leave the area.
when they
It
were
was
drilling one point, and then, I mean, in the very first part, like, the very first episode of the show, the one guy had, like, some weird brain episode thing, right?
Oh, yeah,
Remember?
that's right. I do remember that too. Yeah. And then I just remember the one guy had, like, spots on his hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't
Uh-huh.
remember if it was Travis or who it was.
I think it was. I think it was Travis, but that's a whole
Mhm.
we could do that we could do that one too. You have to let us know what you think about Area 51, and
Yeah,
you'll have to let us know if you're interested in Skywalker Ranch
right.
because that's a whole lore of that's like Native American
Mm,
stuff and UFOs and paranormal. Like it's a lot
right.
of
It's
everything.
it's everything there. And I mean,
Yeah.
government studied it, people different billionaires have bought it, you know? It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I forgot about that. Oh yeah, the Frug what's his name? Brandon Fugel? Does
Fugle
it
owns it
Fugel.
now, yeah.
Mhm, and he's pretty involved with learning about it too.
Oh, yeah, he's, like, there a lot of the times, like, because he wants to
Mhm.
know.
He flies in on his
S
helicopter.
Yeah, with his brother flies.
Yeah, exactly, that's right.
So the other thing that's in the news before we go
Oh, okay.
is, this comet 31 Atlas.
Oh, okay.
That's not 31. I'm looking at the thing. It's 3I Atlas. You keep wanting to say 31. 3I Atlas. So this is a picture of it from the Hubble, and it's huge. It's going to come into our solar system, but from what I was reading, when it comes in, it'll be on the other side of the sun, and we won't be able to see it.
Okay. Just
So
okay.
there's an astronomer at Harvard. His name's Avi Loeb. I don't know if you ever
Okay.
heard of him. He was talking about it. He said one of the weird things about this is how comets have tails,
Yeah,
behind them because they've got like kind of like ice
like
crystals like
debris and
behind,
stuff, yeah.
Yeah. from what they've pictured, and I mean, I can't tell, you can't tell from here, but this is,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know how they know this, but he's like, the tail is in the front. He's like, and we've never seen that. So that's weird. He's
The
like,
tail's in
you
the
know, because the
front.
tail's usually behind it as it's going. He's like, but I guess, like, see how it's like lighter over this side, I guess?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm making stuff up. Who knows?
Even
I can find the Big Dipper and Orion. That's about all I know. But he says it's in the front.
so you would think it would be going the opposite direction, you know? Because normally the tail, drag tail is behind, you know?
Yes,
Huh.
exactly. But this thing's huge. You know,
I
he
saw
gets
something about 7 miles wide.
yes.
That's insanity. It's ginormous. Like I can't
Yep.
even fathom a sphere that big, hurling
Right.
towards the sun. So is it supposed to hit the sun? Is that what they're
No,
saying?
it's gonna come like in October. It'll be closest to the sun. But from what I read, what my brain can handle is it'll be on the other side. Like we won't be able to see it when it actually enters the solar system because it'll be on the other side of the sun at
Okay.
that time. And so we won't really like, so when it's close, we won't be able to kind of get a better look at it, I guess. You know, Avi Loeb always gets headlines and he gets criticized because, you know, he's like, this is weird, you know, and we've never seen anything like this before. And could it, you know, and he likes to throw out, you know, could it be, is it a comet or could it be something else, you know,
Uh-huh.
something engineered? He did the same thing with this one. This was that Oumuamua. It came in like, yeah, in 2017. Avi Loeb theorized that the object could have alien origins. Now, it was flat. It wasn't very wide at all,
Uh-huh.
but it was wide. I
Okay.
forget how
Like the
many.
diameter was big,
Well, it's like long and like thin, like not like I'm talking like this thin, but like
like two,
really
3
wide.
inches. Wow.
Yeah. And they're
What
saying
happened
it
to
was
that?
just an icy comet, but
Oh.
it was, I know it had some weird movements, and that
Hmm.
was why people were talking about it.
What happened to that?
Um,
Do you know? Do you remember?
I mean, it went on its way.
Oh, okay.
Um, it came close, you know, it came by and it uh,
And they waved at us?
left. Yeah, but it did have some weird motion, which objects in motion remain in motion unless, you know, something
Hmm.
moves them. So
What?
it should
Yeah,
just be on a trajectory, and I think it
true.
did something weird.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, and
Oh,
you
wonder if
know,
it was getting, like, hit by stuff too, kinda like, like,
maybe,
by
yeah,
smaller
hmm
stuff, and it was kinda, like, throwing off its balance, like, it's, like, center of gravity, although there's no gravity, but
right.
that's kinda
You
like the
think
wrong
that
word.
space though is so vast, and how far away it was, and you know what would be there that it would come into contact with. Like, do you know what I mean? Like we would have seen something. I don't know. It's just
Yeah,
weird. It's just
interesting.
weird.
Wow.
So
Oh.
we got another one, even bigger, coming through.
What did you say that was? The 3-eye atlas?
It's Three Eye Atlas
Huh.
comet. It's
October.
officially classified as a comet at the moment.
Okay.
So we will find out if it's a comet or if it's alien mothership coming to.
Maybe we should do a live, like a 3-eye atlas live as like a countdown to when it comes into the atmosphere,
Right. Yeah.
kind of like the eclipse lives and stuff like that. Oh my gosh. Wow. I didn't know about that other one, though. The other one that you were talking about. I didn't know about that guy either. There's so much
Greetings,
information.
greetings, extraterrestrials. We'll have our signs.
We can be tall grays in our live.
Put our tinfoil hats on.
Exactly. Oh my god. I wanna know what other people have heard about Area 51, because
Yeah.
there's so many stories. There's so many, like, conspiracy theories. There's so many I mean, there's so many, like, podcasts and stuff that people have come on, like Joe Rogan and, like, Sean Ryan, and talked about, like, their life there, although they can't even really talk about it, but they tell you enough to make you go, "Hmm, that's a little
Right.
odd." But yeah. So with that, guys, stay sassy, and we'll see you next time. Like and subscribe.
Bye.
We'll see you later. Bye.
Thanks so much for watching, and check out more of our videos right here. Stay sassy.